I used to plan my days around my to-do list, working hard to check things off all day, but my home still felt really chaotic and important things kept falling through the cracks. There is one foundational reason why this approach fails, and it's probably not what you think. By the end of this video, you'll learn what actually works and how to plan in a way that stops the constant scramble so that you can manage your home more smoothly. As Christians, we are not aiming for mere productivity as the world would describe it. We are aiming for something the Bible has been teaching for thousands of years. There's a verse in Proverbs that completely changed how I think about managing my home. Proverbs 6 says, "Go to the ant, consider her ways and be wise. She prepares her bread in summer and gathers her food in harvest." This tiny creature holds the key to transforming how we approach our homes. The ant does not wake up each morning wondering what to do. She follows the same path daily, works steadily, and stores up faithfully. She's not frantically making new decisions every day. She's leaning into patterns that work. And that's exactly how our homes work. But most of us have been taught to plan the wrong way. We've been organizing around tasks when it's actually better to organize around something completely different. Tasks are random, one-time things that feel urgent, but don't really matter to your home running smoothly. But rhythms are things that happen over and over, every day or every week. Dinner prep is a rhythm. It happens every single day. Organizing the junk drawer is a task. It feels important because it feels urgent and we're frustrated by it, but it doesn't actually affect whether your family eats tonight. A lot of us have been building our days around those random tasks instead of rhythms, and that's exactly why we stay stuck in a scramble. If this distinction between rhythms and tasks already feels like a light bulb moment, my free masterclass walks you through how to actually build rhythms that fit your home and your season. You can grab that down below. Here's what happens when you plan your day around tasks. You wake up thinking that you're going to accomplish something or a lot of things, but by noon, you realize you're not actually moving forward in the way that you had hoped. When you plan around tasks, you're constantly reacting to whatever feels urgent instead of maintaining what actually matters. Let me show you what this looked like in my actual week. I would wake up with a random list, call the dentist, organize the drawer, prep dinner, fold laundry, clean out the car, you name it. I would bounce between these completely unrelated tasks all day, never really gaining any momentum. By Friday, the bathroom was still filthy. We were eating scrambled eggs for dinner again, and I was behind on everything that actually mattered. The problem wasn't that I wasn't working hard enough. I was working very hard. The problem was that I was working against the natural flow of my home instead of with it. Our homes operate on cycles, whether we acknowledge them or not. Meals happen every single day, laundry accumulates, relationships need regular tending, and we can either work against those natural patterns or we can lean into them. Proverbs 13:11 says, "Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase." Personally, I was cramming everything into random days and trying to hastily muscle through them, and it wasn't sustainable. That's when I started building theme days. Monday became office day for budgeting and planning. Tuesday was a day to sharpen the saw. Wednesday was for things in the kitchen. Thursday was cleaning day. Friday, errands. Saturday, Sabbath, and because we just like our Sabbath on Saturday. And then Sunday was the Lord's Day and preparing for the week ahead. That's it. 5 days that were purposeful and built for our home. And I really love having those two sharpen the saw days as a sort of buffer that allows life to happen and for me to catch up on random things. So instead of waking up wondering what to tackle first, I simply step into the rhythm that is already established. I'm not deciding what to do each day, I'm stepping into a rhythm. That way my brain can stay focused on one type of work instead of jumping around to multiple different types of tasks. I can actually focus and finish things, and here's what really sold me on that approach. When I got sick for several days, instead of everything falling apart, I didn't stress out. I knew that that rhythm was going to cycle back around the next week. Also, my family understood the pattern. They could step in without me having to manage every single detail. These rhythms carried us whenever I couldn't. Now here's the part that makes daily planning actually work. You start by time blocking your daily rhythms, not the task. So you time block the daily rhythms, the things that actually have to happen every day. That can include the bigger rhythms like homeschooling, and it can also include the small things that help you move through things in the day that you need to, like thawing meat at the same point in the day or starting a load of laundry after lunch, whatever you like to do. And then because I use theme days, I also block a chunk of time for whatever weekly focus belongs to that day. That way I can have some focused time to tackle those things. Only after you've established your rhythms do you start pulling tasks from your to-do list to fill the remaining margin. I would only prioritize 1 to 3 things that absolutely must get done. And the number really depends on the season. If you are postpartum, make it 1 thing. If your priorities get done, then that is an absolute win. And if you want to tackle some bonus task on top of that, that's wonderful. And if they don't get done, they're going to roll over to the next day or the next week, and it's fine. You're going to get to it at some point. The point is, this is the complete opposite of how most of us have been taught to plan. By the way, if we haven't met yet, my name is Lauren. I'm a homeschooling mom of 5, and here on this channel, I help homemakers bring rhythm and rest into the heart of their home. If that sounds like something you need, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so that you don't miss my weekly videos. So, do you remember that ant from the beginning? The ant is not stressed about a to-do list. She follows a rhythm. So, stop chasing tasks and start building rhythms. If you want to start today, just pick 1 daily rhythm that will tackle a pain point in your home. Maybe to help you get dinner on the table at a good time, you can start by thawing meat in the morning and chopping vegetables at lunch. Perhaps if you have a hard time keeping things tidy, you can start incorporating rhythms of tidying up throughout the day. Practice that thing until it feels natural, and then once it feels natural, you can always layer in the next one. And if you want help figuring out which rhythms would work best for your home and your season, my free masterclass will walk you through how to build some of these step by step. You can grab that down below. Thank you so much for being here today, and I'll see you in the next one.